It is another beautiful day in Ohio, and this is the Stark Varg. Thanks to my friends at Pony Power Sports, Columbus, Ohio. Hey, I'm just doing some fun fall trail riding today. 35 horsepower setting, and I want to do some hill climbs. It's sprinkling out a little bit, so it's a little bit slick on some of the leaves, but I thought let's play around on some hills and just see, because this thing technically doesn't have traction control, but it's pretty easy to control the throttle. But I have it at 35 horsepower, and I know GoPro tends to smooth stuff out, so we're going to start here, really right at the bottom, and it is raining a little bit, so things are getting a little slick. See if we can get started. Now here's how you, when you're just barely moving, now just roll in and see if we can find some traction, get those feet on the pegs, climb. Because I know you don't have a clutch. And this is 35 horsepower, so you could put a lot more power into it. But it just lugs right down and finds the power. Just climbs really nice. Now, of course, there's no clutch, which, you know, might make it a little better sometimes, but I think it's pretty cool when you can just look at a hill at the bottom and just kind of dive in and go. And I can let it just lug down, and yeah, that's just 35 horsepower. And I like that in trail mode. That actually feels really good. And the Kiaba suspension, I opened the clickers up, I think 4 everywhere, just to plush it out a little bit. And it works great on these little trails. And just run stock setting is pretty darn good when it's time to go play on the moto track. Yeah, this thing, just to be able to goof in the woods, total stealth. Now if I go up, there's 45 horsepower, and then that just gives you that instant kind of, you can wheelie over stuff. Now let's see if I can climb again at 45 horsepower. See how it works. Yeah, once I get through that little tricky spot at the bottom, no big deal. But yeah, the 45 horsepower you got, you can kind of roll into and just really blast up the hills. But super easy to ride. Now, like I said, I'm in 45 now, so it's got that quick kind of response, which, I remember to get back in the woods here, when you come across a log or something, you want to just kind of lift your front wheel. That's nice to have that. Still feels very controllable though. And one of my favorite things is just the way the front end on these things feel. It is so like just point and arrow. And this is just like a little hill. Let's see if we can just climb real slow. Kind of go into the woods and make our own trail. Yeah, this thing does this stuff so easy. Now, it is 260 pounds, so if you get stuck, you're gonna be fighting something with some weight. But that's what I love about 45, just instant Then you get to the open, you can put it at 55 or 60. Oh, boy, are these things, they're just so fun. Yeah, and the front end traction is just amazing on them. Bike is so planted. This is just 45 horsepower. I can go up to 55. Then it gets, honestly, I like it in 45 a little better. We'll go to 45. It still has plenty of power. Climbing hills, playing on the flat track. No inertia. The cornering is just amazing on these things. So, Stark Varg, no problem with the hill climb test. Stealthy, whoa, plenty of power to do whatever you want, set it the way you like it, and go have fun. 2 thumbs up.